Rosé wine time. So, rosé wine, the different methods. There's a few different methods and we're going to get different characteristics from each method. A lot of people out there love the skin blush, they call it the blush style. It's hardly got any skin contact, you can see there. Okay, in comparison to something like this, huge difference. Now, a lot of these are down to just maceration time. So maceration time, we get our red wine, we get our red grapes, we crush it all in and we leave it for longer. I mean, you'd be edging more on the 20 hours for your darker ones, but your lighter ones, they're just going to kiss it for maybe a couple of hours, okay? And you're going to get delicate tannins, okay? It's just going to enhance, almost think of it as a white wine with just a little bit of elevation, a little bit more structure. Your richer ones, you're going to pull off more of a darker fruit, your richer fruit flavours from your skins, and you're also going to pull out those tannins, which are going to give it real mouthfeel and a bit more weight than a white wine, okay? There's a different method as well called direct press, where we'll press it, and it's more on a Pinot Noir grape varieties, it's done quite often, where you'll get the Pinot Noir, you'll press it relatively slowly, but straight after the press, it will come out just ever so slightly pink, and touch pink, and that is done to keep it nice and fresh. We're not leaving it sitting on the skins, pulling all those tannins out. It's just a little bit of richness, a little bit of a colour comes through in the flavour characteristics. There's a traditional method called the Sanguinier method, which is a tank will be made for red wine, so a full barrel, lots of skins in there, all crushed down, ready to make a red wine, and we'll pull from the bottom about 10% of the juice. Now that juice is going to be richer and fuller, and it's going to make a lot richer, fuller rosé, because the amount of skins that's sitting in that tank ready to make a red wine all will contribute to this rich juice, okay? And that's another method. So you've got a few different styles there, and they do vary massively. You are going to find ones like a Zinfandel, which I know everybody hears about white Zinfandel, and yes, I'll be honest, it's crap, it's awful, but some people like it, and if you do, I'm sorry, drink what you like. It's cheap because it's normally a byproduct of what they're making over in America from a red Zinfandel rich red wines. You can get ones like this Primitivo, which Primitivo is in Italy, Zinfandel everywhere else. So it's a Zinfandel, but it's a rosé. It's a quality, dry, rich rosé, okay? It's made nothing like a white Zinfandel, so you can get it. Do play around with different grape varieties. Your Provence, you're looking at a typical Provence style, so southern France. They make a really clean-cut, mineral-led, clean wine. So this Provence style is always going to be, it's very often this type of bottle style, not always, but very often. And it's always going to be quite delicate. It's going to be quite nice and clean, not too overpowering. And then you get your other ones. I mean, this one here, this is from Ribera del Duero. This is a nice, rich, I mean, look at the colour of this one here. You're going to have a lot more fruit intensity. It's not going to be sweet, but it's just got a lot more skin contact in there, a lot more maceration. So the styles will change as much as red and white do in their own spectrum. Individually, you can get a huge range of white wines, you get a huge range of red wines, and you get a huge range of rosé. So don't write them off thinking rosé is not for you. Some of them really do bring something to the table, and they're not just for the colour. And sometimes they are made delicate pink just for the colour, but most of the time it does bring something else. So give it a try, see what you find. Let us know in the comments if there's any particular ones you've stumbled on in the past which you really enjoy. We can always try and get them in the shop. Anyway, enjoy. See you next time.